Ladies and gentlemen, it's the mid-morning radio programme you can listen to between meals without ruining your appetite for a bit of chitter-chatter.
Mike Parry and Mike Graham on Talksport.
Here we go!
Good morning and welcome back to the mid-morning show. You're listening to myself, Portmeister, and of course MG, Mike Graham, alongside me here. The picture on the website is open to public debate. Mike Graham has published a picture this morning, allegedly of him getting married in 1987 in New York, claims that I'm the man there pouring champagne into his glass. The only problem is it doesn't look like me, and a lot of you doubt it is me. A lot of you think it could be Dennis Waterman or Noel Edmonds. We can clarify it's not either of those two gentlemen, having contacted them. Neither will admit to having been there, in case they were, in case I've been passing, you know, on Fifth Avenue at the time that you were coming out of church.
I can categorically tell you that neither Dennis Waterman nor Yosemite Sam, nor any of the other suggestions that that person is, are in fact there. It's you.
It's not. The listeners know it's not me, because they've had a look at it. Have a look at it, please. It's on talksport.co.uk/Parry and Graham. Right, whilst you're looking at that, you might want to take in now what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to talk about teachers, Mike. Why are we concerned about teachers?
Indeed, because the government has announced that they're a bit fed up with all the absenteeism in our schools, and what they want to do is make public the records of absenteeism of teachers, and also the money that they get, because they want to try and get more value for money from teachers in our schools. However, I think there'll be a backlash, and I think a lot of teachers will leave because they won't want to be under this kind of scrutiny.
The problem is, good teachers work in the same profession as bad teachers in this country, and none of them are accountable. So the good teachers don't get the proper promotions, the bad teachers don't get sacked. It's afraid it's a monopoly, it's a state monopoly, and it goes nowhere. It's like Soviet Russia, the teaching profession in this country. Something has got to be done about it, and yet already the teachers are bitching about, oh, you know, why should we be put under the examination? Well, to find out if any of you are any good, and those who aren't should be booted out of the profession. Give us a call, please, 08717 223344, text on 81089, email us via the website at talksport.co.uk/Parry and Graham, where you can see that picture, and of course
you can follow us on Twitter at Parry and Graham.
Yes, good morning again. 9 minutes past 11. You know the number, 08717 223344. Going straight to the lines. But first of all, Mike, a few more comments on this picture. Come on, I want the comments from those who know that this is a fraudulent act on your behalf.
Realise that it is you, because apart from anything else, your hairstyle has not changed, right? It's 20 or 30 years. It's a different colour, mark you now, but it was very red in those days, very ginger. James says this: it's undoubtedly Porky in the photo. The only thing I challenge is the date. Either Porky has aged massively in the intervening years, or the photo is from the 70s, not the 80s. By the way, congrats on the cute Mrs. MG. MG, how do you hold yourself back from that tool sat next to you? I can clarify that Porky was at your wedding in 87, as I was the husband who was going to leather Porky for pestering my wife, who was one of the bridesmaids. Great show, boys. You brighten up my otherwise dull day. And that's from Ian the Villain in Hull. I'm not sure I know Ian.
I doubt if Ian's ever been to New York. Thank you for your email, Ian.
Mike in the Wirral says, I think MG has been very busy with the old Photoshop. The bride has been inserted, as has that image of a young Tom Cruise. I believe it's a doctored photo of MG taking a sample for testing. And that's not Porky, says John from Hinckley. It looks like Bill Werbeneck. And you, MG, with that ridiculous grin, look like an extra from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Well, I've got a ridiculous grin on my face, because most people who get married have a ridiculous grin on their face, don't they?
Just in ridiculous clothes. Get to that site, please. Have a look, talksport.co.uk/Parry and Graham. Now, Mike, the situation with teachers is this.